All right. Today's panel is going to be about Ton's winning formula. We know that Ton's edge is pretty simple, right? We don't go and chase the users. We actually, Web3 on Ton just goes where the users already are, right? And they are in Telegram. Before I start and ask experts a question, I have a question to the audience. Who here has, in the past couple of months, onboarded a user onto Ton? All right, we're having pretty active audience here. Nice. I mean, I know Martin. Any day he steps out of the house, there's like 5 more users just on his way to the subway. There's 5 more Ton users.
5 or 500?
Depends on like how long his walk is to his destinations.
In London anymore now.
Oh, really?
If anyone's in London,
You can use a QR code.
yeah, well, yeah. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's
Oh,
I
nice.
see why you're CBDO.
Depends. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna need. It's a question to everyone, to all our panelists. I'm gonna need your name, company, and then whatever you believe is the greatest new feature that Ton has recently developed. We can go starting from Halil.
So the greatest thing.
Is it on?
Just a little intro first.
I'm trying to fix the. Can you hear me? No.
Actually, yes. It's like it catches out some of the.
I think I need to be louder. Is it working? Yes. Okay. Hi, my name is Halil. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer of the Open Platform, which is a venture studio on Ton. And the question was the greatest thing that has come onto Ton this year. In my opinion, that is Omniston. Because Omniston is actually the way that liquidity is going to move around on Ton in the future. I think that all DEXs, not just the ones we have now, but all future DEXs will also use Omniston. And even now, yesterday, we announced from the top side tokenized stocks on Ton that they're coming. And even that is fully powered by Omniston. And if we didn't have Omniston today, we wouldn't be able to do stocks on-chain. So for me, that's the most important.
Awesome, thank you.
Nice. Can I pick two? Hi, my name is Irina. I'm part of Wallet in Telegram and responsible for user growth and international expansion. I may not actually know when was this introduced. One of my favorite features is Ton Connect. I know we'll be talking about it. And I also love the partnership with Athena, how it was brought on Ton. And I think there's a lot of really good, adoption and feedback coming from that collaboration. So that was two. Sorry, broke the rules.
Hello, hello. I'm Martin, known as the second best Chief Business Development Officer at Stomfi. Also, I'm number 8 in the Arena from Wallet fan club, okay? After the speech the other night, she smashed it out there. So Halil, be careful. She might be doing some of the top speeches there. I also do a little bit of work at the Tom Foundation. I don't know yet what it is, but I do some stuff at the Tom Foundation. I will say, though, being serious, there's some really exciting stuff that is going on at the Foundation. So I've got some of the boys here, actually, because Fuse, we're onboarding a huge amount of Web 2 IP, not necessarily Web 3. And this opens us up to so many use cases. I'm really excited, and I might ping Sohan to say something very shortly. So make sure you're hydrated, because it's how do we actually get the market that's just outside the average Telegram user that uses Telegram and Ton to actually get the user every day that maybe supports a good football team or a bad football team or likes, I nearly gave away a couple of projects, likes a handbag or fashion or consumer goods. How can you get them engaged with the fans? And we're going to be able to bring that. And hopefully with Wallet, with what Halil's doing and what Stomfi could be doing as well, these are the opportunities that we're having there. There we go.
Thank you. My name is Andrew, by the way. But you know that already. So I agree with Khalil. I love Omniston, but I also love lots of features in the wallet. So I told you that I love these earn features. It is simple. You just open your wallet, you see these banners, you click them, and then everything is so clear and explained in the best way ever. So I'm really jealous because I want us to have similar features. So I would say I love this really. And I also love another thing that we built, but I didn't show it. So as you know, on DEXs, usually there are multiple tabs, and if you want to do different stuff, you need to switch these tabs. So you first go to the swap tab, then you go to liquidity provision tab, then you go to farming tab, and so on. So there are multiple steps. If you want to have the full DeFi journey, you have to take multiple steps first, and then you have to sign multiple transactions. And usually, all the marketers, all the product guys, they say that it is always better to have less steps, right? Because, the conversion rates and so on, I'm sure you know this stuff. So what we did, we built a dedicated application for Ethena first, so you know the Ethena protocol. I think that you know it. But we built a dedicated app, and if you as a user want to swap tokens, then provide them as liquidity and then stake them, you can use just one page in this app, and you sign, in that case, 2 transactions because of some technical stuff not on our side, but all the next versions, they will have just 1 transaction. So basically, you're making 3 steps, but you sign 3 DeFi steps, but you sign just a single transaction, which is awesome. And I believe that DeFi should be simple. It should be simpler, and it's one of the things which can be done in order to make it simpler. The name of the app is ethena.ston.fi. So it's not the name, it's the URL. Yep. But soon we will have more, and they will be accessible right inside our main application. And by the way, funny thing, if I may. So I was thinking that I realized actually that the first DEX that I stumbled upon was at the Delta. I don't know. Do you guys remember at the Delta? It was 8 years ago or something. So it was impossible to use. Impossible. So I was in crypto. I knew how to use centralized exchanges. Although, centralized exchange is easy, right? KYC, get a utility bill, then limit orders, market orders, taker fees, maker fees, lots of easy, quote-unquote stuff, right? So actually, it was complicated. DEXs were impossible to use. And now, if you compare interfaces, DEXs are so much, they are simpler. Of course, there are, I would say, more sophisticated use cases. But still, we need to make DeFi simple and digestible, and that's what we're doing. I'll keep it.
Yeah, you can keep it for now. We have a lot of builders in the room, and we're going to talk more into the tech details here. However, all the integrations, they only matter if they benefit the user. So I want to focus on the user a bit and on lowering that barrier for entering Web3. And I believe Wallet is definitely a very special case that has redefined accessibility. I'm not going to lie, it's probably one of the first things I showcase to a potential new TON user, right? I have a question to Irina. What do you believe is the next big UX milestone for the wallet?
Okay, well, there's certain things that are in the roadmap, and I think one of the really exciting announcements is the Xtalks collaboration that we just brought and announced earlier this week, yesterday. Khalil was on stage also together with Max Ground from TON Foundation. So Wallet has just launched tokenized US stocks and ETFs. And the product is going to become available as soon as October. I'm really excited about it because, this is a really important use case for the vast majority of users in the emerging markets. Singapore, if you're a resident of Singapore, or, I don't know, UK, Europe, US, you're probably well covered by the existing options. But if you're an Indonesian, if you're in, live in one of the, the less fortunate countries, I think typically you would have a lot less options and a lot more sort of barriers to overcome. So an amazing opportunity, an amazing new product. Now, in terms of the UX, I don't know whether those things are in the roadmap yet, but personally, I really like the idea of personalization personalizing the experience, the wallet experience, based on the user profile, the segment, what their interest. For like, I don't know whether AI is going to help us with that. Hopefully it will. But if you think about like Netflix, I don't know, we all use Netflix, and Netflix knows our taste so well. It knows what movies we like, which shows you go, like, and it shows you and profiles you based on your patterns. I think I would love to see Wallet becoming and showing and giving you the experience, more sophisticated if you're into trading and, pubs and other things, or less sophisticated if you're just joined and this is your first interaction. So I think this is going to be kind of an enhancement of that relevance and simplicity on onboarding. I think Martin could have a very different version of Wallet than I would, or I guess Andrew. And I think this is the power of AI that could be applied to finance.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Thank you so much for that. Halil, in terms of the technicalities, which technical element or toolkit element do you think has been most critical in lowering that barrier for entrance?
So something we've been saying since the beginning is we're actually building out a new economy on Telegram. So every time we did any presentations or invited people to join the TON community, we focused on the Telegram economy, and that was the main part of even Max's speech yesterday. But the main way for you to become part of this economy is actually to build out mini apps. And what we saw over the past 3 years is some fragmentation in this department, that some people made websites, others made mobile apps, when actually the key way to access the Telegram economy and the community that now exists on Telegram is through the building of mini apps. So this year we saw there is now a Tonkeeper mini app, there is a Stonefy mini app which actually works remarkably well, and I think that's actually the most important part, both for distribution and the most important, let's say, toolkit that you need to have is build out a Telegram mini app. This is an open source platform. You don't need any special permissions to do so, and this is actually the way that most apps get distribution and then explode in popularity. So build a mini app.
Build the mini app. Thank you. Well, another way, right, to remove that fragmentation is collaboration. Martin, I think you've seen a lot of collaborations, different collaborations and partnerships happen across TON ecosystem. Is there one specific collaboration that you believe has been actually impactful to the user journey?
Obviously, the wallet integration is really... So actually, I'll give you a little story. Yesterday, someone was actually giving me a real pain point. It was Fireblocks. And I was out with my mate from London. We had lunch. He wanted to, split the bill. And he was like, could we just split the bill? And no one could work out how they could send the money easily. It's like, my mate, the English guy had Revolut. Who has Revolut here? Good. Any American people? Do they have like Venmo? Or what's the other ones? What are the other ones that you can send money easily? White. Anyone got any of the other ones? But there we go. Yeah. But you'll be able to see that there really still isn't a universal one. Like Revolut works really well in Europe, I'm pretty sure. But the thing is, I told him about Wallet, and he's a Fireblocks user. And I actually just then sent him that one ton. And it's like, this is amazing. This really unlocks it. So we need to at least get a lot more of this in front of the users. And I know, as you said there, make TON great again. Okay, I don't know if it's ever been great. I know it's been... The potential there has been really there. But I think, I got to say, you've made a load of really good notes, and nothing for when I'm talking. So, look, I've got to say, the thing that really is unique about us is this wallet integration, because this is what we have that no other chain can have. Every person in crypto, near enough, is on Telegram, okay? So if they have that wallet access, that ease of access, it's a network effect. Why are you on Telegram?
Why am I on Telegram?
Yeah, why is Halil on Telegram?
For the community.
Everyone's like, you're on Telegram. Because if everyone on crypto was on Signal, we'd all be on Signal, okay? If it was just all WhatsApp, we'd be there. We're on Telegram because everyone in crypto is in Telegram, and we do all our communication there. There's this unique opportunity, this wallet integration. As soon as people start to really understand how powerful this is what I'm really excited about. I still think, and I'm being honest, not many people know about it. And as soon as we get that more out there. And I know we're working on it. It's not just, oh, it's there, people are going to discover it. As soon as it really gets out there, oh, Toby, there we go, welcome here. You know, this is where we get the real potential, and this is where we really will see stuff really flying. Because we saw last year that Ton DeFi summer really started to build up quick. There wasn't a lot to do afterwards, okay? Now we're getting a lot more tools. So when you say make Ton great again, we're a lot greater now, infrastructure-wise, than we were last year. No notes. Make Martin not look at my notes.
Okay.
She was doing that.
All right. Do you want? Should I like, you know, change your places so you can like, you know?
Halil's got some good notes there as well. Actually.
Okay.
Right,
Okay. Because like,
I feel your own. Back at school again in the corner.
I can make Martin sit like upstairs somewhere on the stairs.
No, I don't have any notes.
Nice.
I don't
Okay.
have a pen. So.
All right. Let's get back to DeFi here. Andre, and I mean, actually, I'm a DEX user, right? And I've seen lots of DEXs, and I know that most DEXs are kind of hard to use if you're not very experienced with Web3. Andre, you mentioned that, well, StonFi has been making that DeFi experience simpler, right? What do you think has been the most critical in achieving that, in making it more user-friendly?
Okay, I'll get back to this later. I was thinking about what you said.
Don't think too hard.
Meaning that, I think it's an interesting point, meaning that if you are on Telegram because of community, but I would say that most people use messenger apps not because of community, right? So they use them because they want to communicate to other people, just get like, text, right? So we are, I would say, not so normal people because we are in crypto. So we have to use Telegram because, well, everyone in crypto uses Telegram. So that's why. And that's why for us it's easy. We just understand this stuff and we understand how to send these tokens. But actually, honestly, we can send them even without a messenger app, right? So if there is no, let's imagine, let's forget about Telegram. I know how to send you tokens, right? So for us, we have options. But speaking about, I would say, these normal people. So the question is, how do we well, Telegram has a huge user base even now, right? So it's 1 billion, it is huge. But now probably we need to somehow educate them that there are lots of awesome features inside Telegram. Because for them, Telegram is just yet another, say, messenger app, for lots of them, right? Because they don't know that Telegram is not just a messenger, that actually it's a super app, and probably it's a crypto super app. And crypto is forever with us. And more people will be using crypto. So I believe that if more people know how to use that, and if they know that there are these additional features, like you can, let's say, split the bill, maybe they will be using this, more people will be using this. And speaking about the apps, I'm talking to app developers a lot, and they're saying that, well, that's great, but we need an app store for that. Meaning that actually there are apps that work as an app store in Telegram, but lots of app developers don't know about that. And when we combine that, when we see, I would say, organic promotion of these apps, and when we educate enough people, when we get this critical mass of those who are using Telegram, not just for messaging, but also for, let's say, crypto, sending crypto, there will be these network effects, and it'll be unstoppable. But we need to do that. But I think it'll happen. Well, getting back to your question, so it was about what? Sorry, I have forgotten. Maybe I don't need to answer that. Okay, I can. What was the question?
The question is, well, you've been...
Making DeFi...
how did you make a DEX that's actually easy to use?
Well, they are easy to use. Even now, meaning, well, there are some, again, sophisticated use cases, for those who are, I would say, pro users. You can say DYOR, something like that, right? So it is, I would say, complex. In terms of basic DeFi, it is so simple because first you need to have a wallet, but you have it anyway. Then you need to know how to connect your wallet and sign transactions, but you already know that if you're in crypto, because you know how to send crypto. So meaning that you just need an app, and like every product needs an app, and then you need to have a wallet, but you have it, and then you need to connect it, but you know how to do that, and then you need to know how to sign transactions, but you already know how to do that. Meaning that all these interfaces, I mean, I don't want to talk about other DEXs, but not because I think bad about them. They're awesome, but they're more or less the same, which is good, because they provide, we like different DEXs, they provide similar user experience, which is good because people know how to use them. If you use one DEX, then most likely you know how to use another one. And so I would say, like getting back to my first point 5 minutes ago, that DeFi is simple now, but of course we need to make it even simpler, and to do that we need to educate, we need to simplify it. Yeah, I don't know what to add.
Can I try to add? Yeah. Okay. So out of 1 billion Telegram monthly active users, probably, I don't know, I'd say 1% actually are the crypto folks, crypto community. I don't know, like maybe a couple of million. I don't know. I assume. There are other owners, right? But are there really, crypto savvy users? I don't know. I reckon the vast majority, let's assume 90% of those people are like normies, really. Like they live in, I don't know, in Indonesia, Turkey, Brazil, Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan is a massive Telegram user base. But basically for those people, I feel like they need to start using crypto as if it's not crypto. They don't even need to it should not feel a different experience. They should not care or see or even notice that it's crypto. Yes, obviously there's we need to kind of add some disclaimers and everything. But ultimately, I think what we're trying to create is an alternative financial universe system that looks as familiar and as native and as intuitive as anything else they would be using in like India or Indonesia or Turkey. And I think, once we start defining this different kind of creating additional new terms, yes, I know that again, there is sometimes a need in the scenario for that. But the moment when you create another alien language, it does alienate people. They don't understand you. That's why you do need to spend all of this time and efforts on education. If we try to emulate, I don't know, what's a good example? GrabPay here in Singapore is an example of a mobile app and a very popular one. If you know Philippines, Gcash is one of the really big ones. India, there is a ton actually. I can't even, think about a single winner, but Paytm. But basically, if you think about those experiences, those are the reference points for the people. They're familiar. They know how they work.
I agree with you, but I want to add something. Sure. So I totally agree with you. So as you know, so there are early markets and there are majority markets, meaning that first you need to get these tech-savvy people that they love trying new stuff, right? So, but then you want to get to the majority market, like the first these technical enthusiasts and so on. So they're from 1 to 15%. So meaning, but you cannot skip them. Right? So you need to engage them first. Then you need, only after that you can go for the majority market. But you want to go to the majority market because products which do not go there, they die. Right, correct. But first you need to get this. So you're saying that probably 1% of those actually are crypto savvy or something. But when we hear about 140 million, those who at least have a wallet or something like that, it means that we have these 15%. They are not activated yet. But once you activate them, then you can cross the chasm before you can go for the majority market, right? So, and these crypto people, yes, they know about crypto, they know how to use it, and they want to know about it because they love it. But the majority market, they just want to split the bill. And I was thinking, so I agree with you.